Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to play with our friend the Batman. Basically last time in the last stream someone asked if I could use my Batman character, so here we are. Just give me half a second to set up things on my end, then we'll be good to go. Hello guys. Almost. Diams beat you by like half a quarter of a second. So did George. So let's see, I should be done. Hello, Kazaris. Oh, good for you, George. William, je vais faire ça, mais j'ai la chance. Probablement plus tard ce soir. So today we're going to play with our friend the Batman. Seeing how we have the anniversary event, basically for the past couple of days I've been trying to farm the anniversary event with a whole bunch of my characters. There's quite a few things. I have a couple of characters that I want to give them the crypto base item. Uh, and there's a few styles. Like my multiverse is almost done with the fracture style. I have another, and I have a few other characters that want some of the style. Hello, Easy Blade. So do you like the water powers frozen concept?
Some folks went in to investigate, but I've lost contact. There seems to be some kind of antimatter interfering with the signal, as well as causing all sorts of chaos in Metropolis.
Ah, that's good. I've had them on DVD for a long time.
Communication link so I can figure out what's going on.
I don't really subscribe to services like Netflix because I have like I don't know 400 or 500 DVDs. I've stopped counting eons ago. So I've been farming those missions with a whole bunch of characters, and I have to admit, much easier to do with a tank than pretty much anything else.
Shadow demons, and that can only mean one thing: the anti-monitor. We've got to repel this invasion before they turn everything into antimatter, and the anti-monitor.
Well, the visual effects on water are pretty amazing, so for that alone, it's worth it. I'm not sure if I do have.
Some scientists bravely went into the battlefield to try and revert citizens who have been turned into antimatter. But now they need help. Grab one of the antimatter reversion devices next to the terminal, stop the Cordians from turning civilians, and revert those who have already been turned.
So let's go play the solo mission. I actually no, I didn't remember that. But see, I listened to you. I have like 2,000 subscribers now, so I'm having a hard time remembering you guys. Some I remember most than others. Either some who have been subscribed for a long time, or some with whom I had a lot of interaction. And even then, so if I somehow forget you, I'm very sorry. Hello, Elzeta. That's okay. How do you get the Batman emblem? Right now, the one I'm wearing right now, sadly you cannot get it anymore. The Batman emblem you can get right now is this one here. But you have to buy it from the broker. That emblem comes from the Gotham Time Capsule. So either you buy a whole bunch of Gotham Time Capsule and hope to be lucky, but I would strongly advise against that. Just buy the emblem from the broker. It's pretty much the easiest option. Another option, I guess, would be to go. Which one is it again? I think it's this one. Another option would be to go, if you get the Batman Beyond chest piece, it would give you a pretty awesome Batman emblem. Or I think my PvP gear is... oh yeah, there we go. Or there's also the Future Batman, which would give you another awesome Batman emblem. I'm pretty much overdue to make a whole bunch of emblem videos, so keep an eye open for those. I'll probably have a Batman and Superman video coming up pretty soon. It's just a matter of finding the time. If you don't have membership, then you won't be able to get an emblem, sadly. Well, I guess you could open a whole bunch of Gotham Time Capsule if you have some, but the odds of getting the emblem, if you're not lucky, you could have to open a whole bunch of Time Capsule before you actually get the emblem. When's the anniversary? We are technically we are during the anniversary event. The event started January 3rd, and it's going to last until January 31st. But there is the official anniversary date, which is I think it's January 11th, if I'm not mistaken. Which suit are you talking about, George? Well, yeah, you have the call is you have to buy it from the marketplace. There's no other way to get the Batman call. There's a few options. I made a video where I show a whole bunch of Batman calls that you can get for free. But yeah, the Future Batman you have to buy it. The Future Batman comes from the very first batch of time capsule we got. So you have to get it from the original time capsules, or you have to buy it from the broker. Again, if you only need one piece, buy it from the broker. If you, let's say you need the whole Batman set of gear, then sure, open a whole bunch of time capsules. But I would say more or less you're gonna have to open about 100 time capsules to get the whole set. If you're really lucky, maybe you'll get it after 50 time capsules, but it will require you a whole bunch of time capsule before you get the whole set. Sorry, I'm just gonna backtrack a bit. Oh, I'm glad you were able to get some help with the J helmet. But yeah, the flash boots are pretty rare. You have to be real lucky. The J Carrick helmet. The good thing is that as soon as you have access to the mission, you just collect the I think it's briefings. So you just collect the briefings and you have the helmet. For the boots, sadly, even if you play the mission that gives you the boots, then you have to be very lucky to get the boots. And yeah, the call for the Batman call, you have to buy it. Like the one I'm using right now. Sadly, the only place where you can get that call is from the marketplace. There's no other option. If you don't get that call, there's a handful. Actually, there's more than a handful now. The Cyborg and Blasters, I have no idea. Off the top of my head, I really don't remember. I would have to look it up. The Gotham Time Capsules right now are only available on a broker. So if you want to have some Gotham Time Capsules, you have no choice. You have to buy them from the broker.
Stand against me and you will fall.
Now let's use something I don't use all that often. Are a little army of boos. For the Cyborg and Blasters, just give me a minute. I'll finish this fight and I'll try to look it up quickly. Oh yeah, with I guesstimate it takes you about roughly 100 time capsule. Like if you open a 100 time capsule, unless you're really unlucky, you should have a full set. Again, it's not a guarantee. Like when I opened, at some point I opened 100 Gotham time capsule, and I was still missing like half of the Batman Beyond set. So, but as a rule of thumb, it 100 time capsule should give you a full set, but there is a random element to it. So if you're really lucky, you'll get a full set with 50 time capsules. If you're really not lucky, you may have to open 200 time capsules. So that's why I usually suggest just buy it from the broker. If you open time capsules, sure, you could get lucky and get it with 50 time capsules. But if you're not lucky, you can end up opening a whole bunch of time capsules. So if you don't want to take any chances, just buy it from the broker. Crypto is fine. I haven't seen him do any silly things just yet, but hello, Calum. Hello, DC 100 first. I think there's a little feat that I probably should purchase. There was this feat last year that you had to have in order to be able to get the rare collections. Not sure if they changed that or if it's still there. Well, let's not take any chances. No, that's the one. So let's see what next. The max CR, it's 220, 20 something. I was told some people seems to say it's 228. Well, yeah, you have to open. Yeah, you have to buy stabilizers in order to be able to open time capsules. Whether it's the Gotham time capsules or any other time capsules, you need stabilizers. Someday the thing will open. If you go into supplies, I suppose. Oh, there you go. You have to open stabilizers, and it's roughly $1 per stabilizer. If you buy a stack of 20, it's a little less. Like you can see right now, it's 1710. But you need stabilizers in order to be able to open time capsules. And I probably have some right now. Oh, there we go. So for each time capsule, you have to use one stabilizer. Yeah, I'm told that the maximum CR is 228. I suspect that that's probably true. So 227, yeah, I guess that would be possible. In order to be able to get the maximum combat rating, you need the full elite all-man set of gear, and you'll need also some omnipotence items. For the new stuff, now that the PS3 will be gone, I'm not sure if we'll get any new stuff right away. It may take a while before we actually see some improvement. Hello, Wally. So I suspect we're gonna have to be patient and wait until we actually get. Oh, I'm not gonna go there. I can't do it by myself. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you do the anniversary event, I would strongly suggest the very first thing you do, ask for people to invite you for the shadow mission. Because already the event has didn't start all that long ago, and already it can take a while before someone actually invites you for the shadow mission. So as soon as you can, ask people to invite you for the shadow mission. Oh, I didn't realize they were this close. Oh, let's summon our little army of Boo. Oh, we got a new follower. That's so sweet. Holy crap. Salut Valentin. Valenchi, sorry, misread your name. J'ai mal lu pendant une seconde. Oh yeah. No, when you fly with acrobatic, it's like this. It's the basically it's the top speed or the top movement in acrobatics. Oh. The Captain Cold Hood. Oh yeah. Let's go join our group before we die. The Captain Cold Hood, you have to play the what's it called? Oh, we lost after group. You have to play the Striker Island mission. When you fight the rogues, you have a chance to get the Captain Cold Hood from there. There was also another Captain Cold Hood during the winter seasonal, but the winter seasonal is pretty much finished, so you can't get that one. So as you can see, the group pretty much fell apart. Let's do a little something. Sadly, that happens. Sometimes you get into a group, as most of the group only need one more shadow. So there's no miracle, you have to ask again. Warlock, yeah, over there. Ideally, we would need a tank, but not just yet. I'm missing. I think I'm missing one piece with my multiverse character. No, the shadow disappeared. I'm so sad now. I think I'm missing one piece with my multiverse, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm gonna start crafting. I'm not sure which piece I'm missing. I think the chest piece. the generic helmet or the NPC. Uh, they're not quite in the same place. Yeah, I would say DCUO is a game I play the most. The headpiece, you have to play the Flash Museum mission, and you have to collect. I think it's four briefings. No, yeah, I think it's 4 briefings. You have to collect four or five briefings in order to be able to get the helmet. So once you play the Flash mission, the Flash Museum mission, and once you finish the mission, just make sure you collected all the briefings, and then you'll get the helmet through mail. Is it investigations? It could be. Either way, briefings or investigations, yeah, just collect all the stuff that's in the mission, and you'll have the helmet. Is it briefing? Doesn't really matter. Collect all the briefings and or investigations in the mission, and you'll have the Flash helmet by mail. No, I don't have every style. With my multiverse character, I do have quite a lot of styles, but not every styles. Not yet. I'll probably do a time capsule opening when we get the next batch of time capsules, which I suspect should be fairly soon. I suspect either next week or the week after we should have a brand new time capsule. Unless they decide to make some changes, that could be possible, I suppose. So for the big shadow dude, you have two options. Either you defeat the big shadow guy, or you prevent the little shadows from coming over here. Because basically all the shadows come to the center here, and eventually they form the big shadow. So fighting the big shadow is pretty tough, so it's a little easier to just prevent the small shadows from going there. Oh, speak of the devil. Valenci, toutes les raids donnent pas mal la même quantité de manque de victoire. Ok, à condition que le raid il soit à ton niveau, il ne devrait pas y avoir de problème. Hello, Fire Soul. I'm not sure who King Ragnar is telling not to waste his money. Basically, I've already purchased a whole bunch of stabilizers during the winter seasonal. We had a pretty big sale. So I purchased, I'm not sure how many I purchased. Oh, there we go. I purchased like 2 bundles of 40. And so I'll be good for at least a while. So let's thank everyone. The next Batman movie, from what I understand, they were trying to use a whole bunch of villains. There were rumors at some point that they were planning to make a story in Arkham Asylum, and Batman would have to navigate through Arkham Asylum, and he would end up fighting a whole bunch of different villains. But there were a whole bunch of changes since then, so maybe that's no longer the plan. Let's see what's in the box. Nothing worth it. Let's go for this one. Yeah, I do have a Red Hood character. I didn't play him for a bit though. Let's switch back to DPS. That's good, George. I know it doesn't seem like much. Like you get, I don't know, one free. You get like 2 free stabilizers a week if you're a legendary player. I know it doesn't seem like much, but week after week after week, when you play the stabilizer event mission every day, it adds up. But yes, Frozen, I do have a Red Hood character. Although right now it's starting to be pretty much a cross between the Red Hood and the Arkham Knight. Seeing how both are Jason Todd. The Energy Armor Elite style, yeah, you have to play some of the War of the Light Elite mission, Elite raids. Or is it Elite missions? It's a bit convoluted because at some point we had a monthly episode, so sometimes the Elite gear would drop from some Elite 4-player missions. But as a rule, usually Elite gear drops from Elite Raid. But there was a window for about a year where we actually had also Elite 4-player missions. So that kinds of make things a bit convoluted. Come on, this is the Batman. His fists are weapons. Weapons of mass destructions. I don't know.
Those devices are a danger to everyone, seeing as how you exabyte-enabled heroes...
If you ever watched Batman the Brave and the Bold, you know that Batman has his fist of justice, or his hammers of justice, as he calls them. The last news I saw was the news about Hawk and Dove. They've cast Hawk and Dove. And we saw pictures of what they'll look like in their costumes. That's pretty much the last news I heard about that. We know that they've cast a whole bunch of the characters. They've cast Nightwing, they've cast Starfire, they've cast Beast Boy, and I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. Overall, the Quardin event is fine. The only drawback, the only thing I don't like about the Quardin event, and it's something I don't like about all the events, that all the seasonals, I should say, is that it's only for 1 month. So you have to pretty much force yourself to grind it during that 1 month, because otherwise you're gonna have to wait a year before you can actually play it again. So that's probably the one thing I don't like. I don't like the same thing with the Starro event. I wish the Anti-Monitor event and the Starro event would be a permanent addition, but what can you do? Oh, hi Al. Well, in order to get mastery, I'll show it to you. I'll just get out of harm's way. To get the mastery, you have to do 2 things. Let's go into weapons, martial arts. Like right now I'm using martial arts. If I want to be able to unlock the masteries down here, if I want to unlock those 2 masteries, I'm gonna have to go to dual pistols, and I'm gonna have to purchase all the abilities with dual pistols, or maybe not all of them. Which one do I need? Like you see, there's some requirements for the weapon masteries. Here I would need martial art mastery, which is right here. So we need to purchase our martial art mastery. I would need a dual pistol mastery and loft shot. So I would have to go into dual pistols. I would have to purchase dual pistol mastery. And where's the love shot? And I would have to purchase love shot. So I probably would have to purchase maybe not all of them, but a whole bunch of them. And then I would have access to the mastery here. For this one here, I would need the same thing, but with a sweep shot. So I would have to make sure that when I go to dual pistols, I would have to make sure that I purchase a sweep shot. Hello, Golden Expert. It wasn't. It was something that they pretty much added after Earth 3. Basically, the end of Earth 3 leads into this episode, so they've decided to somehow link them. And it was a fun idea.
An endless supply of energy for me to feast on.
Hello, Battle. Oh, no problem, George. I hope it made sense. If you're not sure, or if you still doesn't work, feel free to ask again. I think there's one. Oh, there it is. And there's also a feat if you help out, like here we helped out our friend Green Lantern. There's a whole bunch of iconic characters that you can meet on the map that you can help. Sure, I'll if you want to play. I'm almost done though with the solo missions here. But we could play the 8-player mission. Actually, we could finish the solo and then play the 8-player mission. There's a little guy who's pulling a whole bunch of enemies. Oh, it's a little gal. Hello, Wolf Bay mods. Ben Affleck did a good job. We can't complain about Ben Affleck as Batman. He did what he had to do. I think I may be done here. Let's see.
Some scientists bravely went into the battlefield to try and revert citizens who have been turned into antimatter. But
The flash cowl, you have to get it from the marketplace.
grab one of the antimatter reversion devices next to the terminal. Stop the
Wolf's Bay mod, you didn't like Batfleck?
and revert those
Nah, he did
who have
fine. Come
already
on.
returned.
Of course, if you don't like Ben Affleck to begin with, there's no way you thought he was a good Batman. But personally, I kind of like him, so I thought he did fine. Whatever was wrong with BVS or Justice League, it wasn't Batman's fault. Yeah, you have to buy it in the marketplace. I'll show you in just 1 second.
Good job reverting those people back to normal. Report back
If you go to the
base when you're
marketplace and you go into styles. Okay, I'll go meet you in just a sec. Let's go into probably styles. There you go. The flash cowl is right there. I think it's $15. It's been a while since I've got it like last year when they offered it to legendary players. But I believe that the price was $15. Vintage God. Ooh, you're a modest one, Al. Yeah, Gal Gadot did. She chose. They did a good job choosing her to do to play Wonder Woman. She's not a great actress, but ironically enough, it kind of works with the role. It gives her like an exotic quality that comes naturally to her. Anyone else probably couldn't be able to pull off what she did. Like the way she English is in her first language, and it gives her a really thick accent, and not just an accent, but the way she pronounces things. Let's see if we can add our friend Vintage God. Oh yeah. That's what I thought. We're probably not in the same phase of Vintage. Yeah, George, I could add you. What's your character name? They buffed the 2 powers of Quantum. They didn't do all that much. Don't buy a PS4 just to play with me. You may be disappointed. I don't play with people all that much. So I guess right now all we really have to do is wait for the.
Have a fine day, combatant.
Great job. Okay, I'm seeing a stream of data coming in. Wow. Looks like a full-scale invasion of Quartians and
Let's
Shadow
phase with
Demons.
our friend Vintage.
That can only mean one thing. The anti-monitor. We've got to repel this invasion before they turn everything into antimatter, and the anti-monitor basically eats our universe. Must be a Tuesday.
Which power out meant a quantum loadout? Not sure I quite understand the question. Ah, we can see our friend Vintage God. Oh, I guess we'll see him in just a minute. I don't think they'll make anything look like this DCEU. They'll probably try to distance themselves. We don't even know if they're going to keep doing the DCEU or if they're going to reboot, or if they're going to reboot with something like the Flashpoint movie. Right now, we're led to believe that they're going to do a Flashpoint movie, and the whole point of the film will be to reboot the DC universe. At least the DC movie universe. Oh, there's our friend, Vintage God. Ah, he's the God of War. Ah, that's so sweet.
Your compliance is compulsory.
The anti-monitor has our two worlds colliding, creating some kind of parallel reality.
Ah, that's okay. You can't like every powers.
It's destroying Metropolis.
But Quantum, if you don't like Quantum, odds are you probably wouldn't like Mental either. Mental kind of works, especially for the controller role. It pretty much works the same way.
Oh, joy. We get to play with the goody two-shoes again. Oracle, don't get in my way.
The Gotham Outlaw, you have to buy it from the... There's a vendor in the Watchtower that sells the gear. You have to go to the... what's it called? You have to go past the tech wing.
Gang, join the Flash, Zoom, and the others to kick some anti-monitor
And there's a few robots that sell a few styles, and one of those styles is the Gotham Outlaw.
The A team will be on the anti-monitor. B team, you destroy the antimatter shards. That should weaken him just enough.
We're all on one team, Calculator. Either that or we end up on Anti-Monitor's dinner plate. Got it?
That was strange.
Oh yeah, got it. For now.
I'm not sure why only half the group is here.
Your universe stands no chance.
Yeah, I think that it's in the hangar. Yeah, we're fighting alongside Zoom, Flash, and a whole bunch of other villains. It's basically heroes and villains fighting the evil Anti-Monitor. You have to remember, like, if the Anti-Monitor destroys the universe, he destroys the universe for the villains too. So the villains also live in the universe. So seeing how they probably don't want to die, they're fighting with you against the evil Anti-Monitor. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where the next rock was. Yeah, buying membership is the best option, I think. Yes, you can play if you're just a premium player. Heck, you can even play as a free-to-play player. But buying membership gives you access to the it allows you to use things like the broker, which is not really an option if you're not a legendary player. I guess as a premium player, you could purchase an escrow token and use the broker, but the better option is to be a legendary player. And if you get a yearly subscription, it comes down to about $10 a month. The only thing is that you can't, if you cancel your subscription, you already paid for a year. So. Well, I wouldn't say it's good to get strong. It's good if you enjoy the game. Buying the subscription is the better option. I can see if you're like on a budget or something, then yeah, I could understand if you just want to be premium. But if you can afford to and you really enjoy the game, there's no reason not to go not to be a subscriber. $60 for a year? Damn, I envy you, Eric. It's more like $120 for a year. And from what I understand, there's going to be a sliding. It increased a little bit if you're in Canada. Yeah, for free to play is pretty much that. It's more like a demo than anything else. I think there's a random element. I think you don't always get the same NPCs, but I could be mistaken. Maybe I just didn't notice. But once in a while, it seems to be slightly different NPCs. I assume should be. Not sure. I think we just saw him to the left. Way far to the left.
The anti-monitor shield is down. Finally. If anyone is going to plunder this world, it's going to be us. Well, don't just stand around. Get over there and take him down a peg. Or 20.
Did you see Zoom? Oh, let's summon our little army. Oh, I think Zoom is right there.
Insolent fool! End will not be painless. End will not be painless.
Wind power? Could be. We as far as we know, there's no new power coming, but you never know. By the official anniversary is January 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So for the anniversary, we'll probably have some event or some announcement about what's coming up for DCUO in 2018, and they'll probably mention if there's any upcoming powers or stuff like that. They'll probably mention it there.
Insolent fool! Your blood will soak the earth.
We lost someone. I'm not sure why some people quit halfway through the mission. It's been happening quite a lot since the event went live.
You will pay dearly for this. Suffer my wrath.
Metal? Yeah, I guess. Although you can already make, I guess it would work for a Magneto type character, but you can already create a pretty good Magneto if you want to. I was doing that with Mantle some time ago.
You will suffer for that. Your efforts are in vain. I shall devour this planet for eternity.
He's just too powerful. We can't beat him like this.
Those shadow demons aren't helping the situation. Stop them from reaching the anti-monitor, or it's going to get ugly.
It's 120 per year? Yeah, that makes sense. So it comes down to about $10 a month. Although on the forum they mentioned how the price increased in Canada. So it was 120 in Canada, at least when I was subscribing. But apparently it was increased a bit lately. PlayStation Plus is something else. It's in order to be able to gain access to all the features on the PlayStation Network, sort of.
Smooth move. Did you not just hear me say, stop them from reaching him or bad things happen? Do I need to dumb it down a little?
Oh. Yeah, I'm on the US server. Right now I'm on US PS4. But I play on PC also.
Suffer my wrath.
I don't think they will give us the ability to change the color of the rings. But it would be nice if they would add more lantern rings. Like if they would add blue lantern powers. Or even better, black or white lantern powers. That would be awesome. I don't think it'll ever happen, but yeah, you never know. Oh, I'm almost dying. No. Did they nerf sorcery? Already I didn't think sorcery was that powerful to begin with, so I'm a bit surprised if they nerfed it. Oh, no one saved me. I'm so sad.
His shield is down again. Now's our chance. Attack him.
Shocking no one, I've got a brilliant plan that should save us all. Zoom and Flash can use the Speed Force whirlwind to open a breach that will punt the anti-monitor into the future. Bing.
Sir, we have Zoom, we have Flash. I'm pretty sure I saw Grodd. Oh, there's Grodd. I don't see Superman.
Say it, but that's not a bad idea.
We have Black Adam. Oh yeah, there could be a different version for heroes and villains. And I didn't notice if we were in like the Suicide Squad thingy. Or were heroes and villains possibly matched together. Yeah, poop happens. Oh, let's summon our little army. We're almost there. I just realized I'm the only controller, which is probably for the best.
Tear you apart.
Oh yeah.
It's now or never.
Captain Obvious is right. Go get him.
No.
Let's go for the
This
back
will not
piece.
save you or your universe. I shall make you.
Ooh, an exceptional recovery kit. I think it's been like 2 years since the last time I saw one of those. So 2 years, even more than that.
Anti-monitor is gone. At least for now.
The one thing I hate, I had to cheat in order to write the name of my character. So you can see I used a small L. But here you can actually see it in all caps.
I've calculated the data from the breach. Hooray, puns. We shouldn't have to worry about Mr. World Leader.
So let's give a ball to everyone. They deserved it.
Not to inflate his ego.
Well, being able to pick our core would have been a good option. Sadly, the way the game was designed, they didn't think through. They didn't think it through in that way. So the way it's designed, you have to choose the power, like either the Green Lantern power, or the Yellow Lantern power, or the Red Lantern power, and that's how you get whichever color ring you have. And they didn't think they would do all the core. And technically, they gave us all the gear to be able to create the core if we wanted to. But it's pretty much as far as it goes. So let's see. Could we purchase something?
Each piece of enhanced battle armor is available in multiple combat roles and customizable colors.
So we could purchase 2 pieces of that. Or 1 piece of that. Or we could buy 4 antimatter modes. I'm gonna have to farm for antimatter modes for my main character in order to be able to craft the exobyte. What's it called? The exobyte origin gear. I guess I'll wait before I do some spending. So I guess we're done here. So let's go elsewhere. It depends which items. Although there's items that work for both, like the Flash Call. It works for both heroes and villain. You can create either the Flash, or you can create the evil Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash, or you can create Zoom if you put a piece to hide the mouth. So it works. It works both ways. Last year they gave a free CR 100 token. I don't know if they're going to do that this year. Maybe they will, but I don't think they will. But you never know. What they could do is introduce a raise to 200 CR token. That would be nice. Although I have to wonder, like, the CR 100 token is like, what, 25 bucks? So the 200 token would be, what, 50 bucks? 100 bucks? Thank you, Oblivion.
The people here have been so beaten down that they can't get themselves out of
I'm not sure if I can do the Iceberg Lounge with this character. Let me check.
to their lives.
Like right now, this character is combat training 207 because of the mission I'm in. But in reality, not really 207. No, I can't do it just yet. I can't even do Science Spire just yet. I'm so sad. Which reminds me, before I forget, I may as well do the vault right now. So sorry, no Iceberg Lounge just yet. Maybe next time.
Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Joker's Room.
I'm gonna have to raise the CR my little Batman first.
Your opponents, or just some useless.
Right now his actual CR is
You pays your money and you takes your chances.
124.
Break the presents and get your prizes.
So I'm still a bit far off from being able to play the Iceberg Lounge, sadly. The flashback mission? Yeah, I guess I could do that one. If they did a game like this with Marvel, it would be awesome.
That's it. Games.
Like a Marvel game like this, it could be fun. But sadly, when they announced Marvel Heroes, that's what we thought. We thought that they're going to do a game similar to DC Universe Online. There's no way they're going to do a game that's worse than DC Universe Online. Come on, that can't happen. And sadly, it did. They went all the way back to Diablo 1 for their game. So let's see if we can cure for the flashback mission. Sadly, these are missions that not that many people are playing. Oh, just to make a liar out of me. Usually these missions take quite a while to cure for. So I'm a bit surprised it went this fast. Well, let's give a little bow to our friend here. Oh, been a while since I've been here.
appreciate the quick response. Central City police informants have reported an alarming plot by the roads. Someone has hired them to somehow prevent my head through the Speed Force tunnel into the past.
He's going to glitch the mission.
The Paradox Waves will be on your heels trying to collapse the tunnel. Time travel's a real stone in your boot, I'll tell you.
You have used the Speed Force for the last time. You have tampered with time for the last time. Paradox Wave will erase you.
Too often in this mission, there's someone who rushes right ahead, and you have to defeat the paradox in the tunnel before you come here. Let's need on this one. And sometimes if people go too fast, the portal at the end doesn't appear. Bientôt, Diam, aussitôt que j'ai l'occasion. Si je peux la faire ce soir, je vais le faire, mais c'est vraiment une question de... Faut que je trouve le temps pour la faire.
Dance with the intruders, my adoring fans, and try to draw them in close to the sonic emitters.
I will obey my birth. Stop! Pied Piper has ordered me to shoot.
The Fallen Chess God, yeah, it does work well to recreate Superboy. There's a few styles that work well for a Superboy character. And a few more that works even better for a Superboy Prime character.
I must carry on.
I'm not sure why we lost our friend. Hello, Wretched.
Leave this station or pay with your lives. I will do anything Piper asks of me.
House of L. That can't be a character's name. That's the whole house. Makes no sense. But sadly with the names, yeah, we pretty much have to do things like that. Like at some point I had called my Supergirl like the Supergirl of Steel or something like that. Because I had tried to find a name for my character for I don't know, half an hour, maybe an hour, and nothing would work. So I pretty much lost patience and called her the Supergirl of Steel, all in one word, and it worked. But I didn't like that name very much.
I will kill you, and then I will find and kill Barry Allen.
Time to pay the piper.
I'm not sure why they chose a Piper. Yeah, I guess Cold could have made a bit more sense.
security camera.
Not sure what those terminals do. I always activate them just in case, but I have to admit, not really certain what they actually do. So obviously we're gonna have to play the whole thing solo. Our friend, oh, no, he actually decided to move a bit.